up in my head, you know. I remember him having a visit, and I remember him discussing, because him and I would go down to visits at the same time. You know, he didn't always have visits, but when he had, you know, it was kind of like, I kind of want to be there, hoping she would show up, you know. I mean, he allowed us to take photographs of him. You know, I don't know if you know that or not. Yeah, I mean, I kind of confided with him, you know, because, see, he was like.
How would you take photographs of him?
I took it through the glass.
Oh, through the glass.
Yeah, he allowed us.
Okay.
He allowed us to do that. You know, I mean, he was proud of himself.
Okay.
You know, and I would kind of be going along with it.
He had told me, he says, bring your camera down, because he kept telling me, this man is the Green River Killer. He goes, I'm telling you, this guy is nuts. You know, it was hard. It was hard for him to try to get stuff to me, and talk to me on the phone even. Because, I mean, everything was.
I was being watched. Every
you know,
word
and I just
came out
kept
of my
trying
mouth.
to tell him.
You were also right there inside there with him.
Well,
right.
they had some
and
reason.
I kept saying, write stuff down. Just try to write it down. And that even got dangerous for him because they were wanting to know how he was writing so much. And I said, just tell him that you're keeping a diary. You know, just kind of, you know, doing your life history or something. You know, just try to calm them down. You know.
So anyway. I was on.
John.
Yeah. Anyway, well, John Mayer, he loved to have the damn TV on loud.
Was it John Mayer? Was it his partner?
No. John Mayer was the little guy.
Yeah, I know who it is, but you mentioned the name John.
Well, I know, but John Mayer himself, he'd always have the video up real high on the TV, so when I was over there talking on the phone, you know, I could kind of share with her what I had going on. And I had told her on the phone, I said, look, man, I said, I need a video recorder in here to get this on video, or not video, I need a recorder in here. I said, I told Boylan, man, this guy is the frickin' Green River Killer, man. Everything he's saying, all of it, I says.
See, here's the problem.
They need.
Okay, go ahead.
We need information. I understand you have this information, and I understand why you're hesitant to give it to us. I do. I get it. Okay? We came a long way to get this information.
Well, sitting in there for a year, getting ready to face my entire life to be gone, wrapped up in something that I absolutely have nothing to do with. Let me tell you something, your little plane trip dollars you just spent are nothing compared to where I was headed.
You're right.
At the hands of corrupt people who didn't give a shit about me when it came down to, hey, you know what? Maybe she's lying, you know, let's look harder at this instead of sending them off in a fucking plane.
That's a good point, but here's my point back at you, and I think this is going to top that. We got 40 dead women, and you have information.
Yes, you do. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you right now, Stevens confided in me, and I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one.
Who was the other person?
I'm not gonna give a name yet.
When are you going to give us the name?
Let me tell you this, okay? It's just like you with the 7-Eleven, okay? If you had somebody sitting out in the car that happened to be waiting for gas and seen you pull up and walk into 7-Eleven and then walk out and you got in your car and you drove away and they happened to see you drive away and they knew because they'd seen everything you did and you didn't hurt nobody in there, okay? And all of a sudden, you know, you've got this witness, you don't even know you got this witness. But then all of a sudden this witness comes forth and sets you free, okay, from something that you're going to go to the death gas chamber with or some stupid ass thing for something you didn't do. I mean, you'd be all about that, wouldn't you? Put yourself there, man. I mean it. Put yourself there, okay? Like I say, you know, your plane trip of $500. Oh well, you know. I mean, we're talking one slip from me.
It's not about a plane trip.
Well, one slip from me. I want to help you with. I'm not going to give you the number. But I want to help you. I want to say everything that is the truth. But let me tell you this, man. And if you don't go to Minnesota and make contact with her, I can't make you do it.
Correct, you can't.
But I will tell you this. You're not going to make a stupid trip because I never did it. And nobody ever did it to her.
We are going to make a stupid trip because we're not going to make a stupid trip. You're right, because we're not going to do anything unless you give us information. That's it. There's no other way to word that.
Let me finish with Stevens on the McVeigh thing.
He got convicted for McVeigh.
Yeah, he did, but.
I need information on cases that are unsolved. He got convicted, he got 25 years to life for that. Okay?
Okay, let me finish with the McVeigh thing. So anyway, so he goes and he dumps the body, and he realizes, shit, the flowers. So he left, he went and got the flowers, because he forgot them. He went back out there, and he threw the flowers down into the area wherever she was, and that's when the person apparently had driven by or something and spotted him out there. And it was, I remember him just going, man, how stupid was I? You know, I mean, you know.
Did he say how many he'd done before her?
It's a vague number. Let me ask you this, Sam, is there one, out of all the ones he talked about, was there one, just one?
Just one, Sam.
Just one, Sam, one that
One.
one.
Please just give them one.
And here's the
Because
thing,
that way then they'll go to Helen, and then you can see what they want.
hell, they would fly probably for one case. You have information on like
Look,
20.
listen to me, okay? You know, I am deathly afraid of Bonnie DeMantis. I know what you're saying, okay? I know what you're saying.
understand.
She's got the power, man. She's got it. And until I am completely exonerated, okay? And I have no doubt in my mind after 20 years, that woman was afraid of her husband and made a frickin' story up. She's gonna come clean. Okay?
She may.
She will. I know she will.
She may.
She can't live with this.
Well,
you get the information.
Can you live with the fact that you have knowledge on possibly multiple murders, and you're not gonna give it up? Can you live with that?
I've been living with it for 20 years because
Okay.
I can't tell anybody because I don't want to be.
Let me explain this to you,
looked into
okay?
Some sort of.
I understand your
mania.
concern, okay? We've been here for almost an hour now. We've got nothing.
You know, I don't know.
I can't make you give us the information. Your wife's trying to get you to give us information. Matt's trying to get you to give us information. You're not willing to do it. You're not
I
willing to do
know
it.
why he's not willing to do
I
it.
do too. I
And
do.
I'm not gonna have you start talking to my husband that way.
But that's
Because
fine.
we'll just go.
That's fine.
Okay?
You're free to
Because
leave.
you are not gonna start jumping on his shit about like that.
You're free to leave.
You know what? I've got nitroglycerin in here for him right now.
That's fine.
You need to knock it off.
You're free to leave.
Whatever.
The thing you gotta think about is what's the right thing to do.
You know, you can
Okay,
play
so
tough guy to
listen,
me all
listen,
you
listen,
want.
Play tough guy at all.
You have destroyed our lives. That bitch, that cunt down there destroyed our lives. And you expect him to just start singing the blues? Singing?
If
Listen,
you want information,
Listen,
give it back.
listen,
I-
listen.
I
If you
have-
don't want to go, to where she's at and find out the truth about this.
I do want to go.
Then that is where you're going to get it out.
I do want to go.
Okay.
It's not going to happen.
It's not. Then it's not going to happen.
All right.
It's not going to happen. That's fine.
I understand that 20 years ago,
This is like deja vu. Okay.
Yeah.
Two detectives pulling me in. I absolutely had no knowledge of anything. I'm pulled in because I happened to say something. Stevens had been arrested a week or two before I came to San Diego. Her and I used to watch the TV all the time, watching this Green River crap on her all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I was just curious.
Scott, what would get you on a plane to Minnesota with me? What would you need?
Information.
What specific information does your
Specific
lieutenant need?
cases.
And your lieutenant's gonna need that. He's gonna need a detail or something on a case that is unsolved, unassigned right now, that you can go back and pitch to him and say, hey, I got details here, Waters is telling the truth.
I'm not going to. Let me tell you
That's fine.
something, man. Let me
I'm
tell
not
you
gonna say
something.
This was a way to trip then, okay?
I'm not going to risk the rest of my life because, you know what, the DA can make, Bonnie DeMantis made me into a hideous person that I was absolutely not. And I'm not going to have it happen again. I
That's
won't.
fine.
we're not here to do that.
We're not here to do that.
And, well,
Bonnie DeMantis is so high above where we're at.
You have to, you have to believe me, okay? And you need to do your research with Helen Toy and get the truth. That's all you got to do.
Not
You
gonna
get
happen.
that, then you're
It's
not
not
being
gonna
fair
happen.
with me.
What truth?
Here's what we already know, okay? We know where I was housed for a frickin' year. We know he was in there with me, okay? He was busy in there doing heroin, he was singing like a bird, and I'm not the only one that he said it to, okay? There's another person involved here, okay? I know that he had another person involved with him when he was out there doing this crap, okay? And all I'm asking for? I mean, is it asking for that much? I mean, you know how much money I spent after I got released trying to get myself proven innocent because I didn't want my family to be tortured for the rest of our lives because my name is now all of a sudden I've discovered